Hi Sagittarius. Hi, thank you for joining me. I'm going to do a weekly reading for us for June 3rd to 9th, 2016. For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Inquiring. It's all cool. But I want to begin today by saying thank you, Sagittarius. Thank you to each and every one of you. For your love, your encouraging words, your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, and most of all, your time. Thank you. With humbleness and with gratitude. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for all the moments you allow our paths to cross and hopefully grow together in this big, beautiful world that we live in. So that being said, this is a reading for the week of June 3rd to 9th. Sagittarius 2016, and or whenever it comes to you, It's for the highest and greatest good of everybody involved. So please open up your own psychic and spiritual antennas to see what resonates true in your world. You might be here for one little nugget to help you out, and it might be a bushel. You never know, so see how it goes. But always trust your own logic and intuition in the end to help you make sound decisions that are based in love, because we're all one in the end. Okay, cool, so let's go. All right, I'm doing something different. I'm doing random order with my run through of the signs instead of in order. So Sagittarius, you are coming after Virgo, if that means anything to anyone out there. I have a bundle of energetic bases, like in baseball, I guess. So this is going to be the general focus for Sagittarius, okay, for this week. So we're going to pull 3 cards. One is Wisdom to Grow. One for Sagittarius is Emotional Wisdom. And one more for Sagittarius is Wisdom to Ground. Okay, so we have Emotional Wisdom this week, Grounding Wisdom this week, and Growing Wisdom this week. It makes me think of a big old tree. That's pretty good. A tree that has lots of beautiful, emotional, watering qualities to it, so it grows. All right, by the way, that's Buddy. Buddy's eating his hay behind us here. All right, so let's see. I have 3 different tarot decks. I have my mystery deck, self-published. I have no idea the name of this deck, but I love it. So I'm going to use this for Wisdom to Grow. Let's see what God, your higher self, angels, you have a jumper. You have the Magician that just jumped. I didn't even get to my spiel. Just know whatever you believe is totally cool. It's totally cool. We're all one, and we're all on our own path of understanding. So whatever works for you to make you a better person and to move forward in your life with more clarity is totally awesome. So speaking of awesome, you just had this wizard, this magician jump out. Who else had the magician? Somebody else. I don't remember. I'm already at that point. So this is a number 1. Bird just flew by. And there's a big bird here. So you're tapped into your spirit. You have the fire of your soul burning. You're holding your scepter, your rod of nobility, of royalty, of power. This is self. This is your power. This is something nobody can take away. Who you are. The child of God that you are is you. So you have your cup, so you have your emotions, you have all of the elements you need, Sagittarius, on your table, in your life, in your spiritual world, behind the veil, in front of the veil, in your heart, in your soul, and things you can reach out and touch. So you need to connect these things, connect the dreams in your head that you have, connect these ambitions and these drives and these ideas and these adventures and these sparks that you have that spark your soul, Sagittarius, and start to dig it in the dirt a little bit. Make one step forward in this reality here to make that a reality. The whole dream, not just, part of it. You have to take little steps to make big dreams come true. But the universe is always there on your side, but you have to ask for help. You have to help yourself. You have to be the magician and do it. You need to practice your skills. You need to work with your trade, work with your talents, recognize who you are, and make magic. All right, I'm going to pull from, the Thoth deck because it was right by my hand, so I guess this is what I'm going to use. This is kind of my go-to deck. So, one card for emotional wisdom for Sagittarius this week. The Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. 10. So, where on the wheel are you, Sagittarius, in your emotional wheel? Are you centered? Are you capable of feeling emotions and then having those emotions work through your physical body to guide the wheel? Because this wheel turns, right? You can be looking at something this way, something comes by, yanks your wheel like this, and all of a sudden you're like, I was looking at that sideways the entire time. How was I doing that? And you're seeing a different perspective. Sometimes you get thrown off the wheel. Sometimes you're at the top of the wheel. You're at the top of your game. Fortune's on your side. Sometimes you're hanging on for dear life, right? It's like up here are the energies of the universe, right? They're like planets or wheels, systems, seasons, changes, things that are set, and these gears turn all the time, right? So maybe this Sphinx sits up here for a set amount of time and he has the wheel. Maybe he's glued on with super glue, so if he goes around, he's good. But in the end, no matter which spoke of the wheel you decide to grab onto, which ride of this Wheel of Fortune, which energetic force of the wheel you are on, which gear is pulling you, the best place to be is in the center. You find your center here, and you're less likely to fall off. You get the best vantage point from every facet that the wheel turns, right? So you can see every piece of the pie here, and it gives you that center point so that you can, maybe the wheel's turning like this and you're just gonna keep moving your head so you see forward. So the Wheel of Fortune is on your side if you choose to ride it correctly. Make sure you get in line that you're tall enough for, but you can always, sometimes there's like lightning bolts here come down. Sometimes you're on this Ferris wheel and it's going around and a lightning storm comes and it stops. And then it starts again. So that makes me want to think that possibly your Wheel of Fortune took a little halt and maybe the wheels are changing again for you in your favor, Sagittarius, if you choose to have consciousness over where you are on your wheel, how you want to ride that wheel. Are you on for a fun ride? Are you on for an adventure? Are you on for a rest? Are you on for the scenery? Are you on your wheel for what this week? See it for what it is and have fun in that moment when the wheel turns in your life for you where you are. Ride your wheel appropriately and you will have the ride of your life, I want to say. Because this is emotional wisdom. So this is when things pull and poke and come and bang you off and do things that you don't expect always. Or, you know, sometimes you feel that tug a little bit, you know, like a rubber band. And if you don't address some of those emotions, and that rubber band is just stretching and stretching and stretching and stretching, eventually that shit's gonna snap. Is it gonna snap in your face? Or are you gonna like release some of that tension, go back to where you need and deal with that emotional issue? That was a really weird reference. I hope that was helpful to somebody. But I kind of see this not as a metal object, but as a big rubbery, Gumby, emotional, since it's emotional. So if you have to look at this card emotionally, it's going to move and pull and bend. You know, this guy wants to get off. He's going to put some tension on the wheel down here, and this guy's going to possibly fling off. So find your center so you know where you are. Understand that you have to try to master your own emotions and find your own center, but there are other people involved, and they all have their own emotions and their own wheels of fortune, right? So allow them to have that, allow others their perspective, and try to see theirs maybe. I have this deck. This is the Handle. So this is definitely a grounding deck. Oh my, that's a lot of cards. All right, so I'm going to pull one more card for Wisdom to Ground. Sagittarius this week, 3rd to the 9th, 2016. Highest greatest good of everyone involved. One card. That one. That's the 9 of Swords. Cruelty. So, I'm going to pull, what's at the bottom? Daughter, you have the White Buffalo Woman, Daughter of Stones of the West. So Sagittarius, I think of an earth sign. Maybe you're dealing with an earth sign. I think of the White Buffalo Woman as peace offerings, like, you know, the black sheep, the white buffalo, the grounding energy, that humble, beautiful, special, feminine, receptive, peaceful girl from a different tribe that, with the stability and grounding energy and majesty of a buffalo, can go into other territories, other situations, and with dignity, grace, and peace, find connection where there were differences before. Maybe, you know, the 9 of Swords, I think of like nightmares and cruelty, like things coming at you that you haven't dealt with, that are like thorns. They're like little thorns, like you're falling asleep with all these little thorns that you forgot to take out. And when you sleep and you turn, these thorns are like kind of digging into you. So you need to see where peace needs to come in your life, where these thorns have been stuck into you, Sagittarius. Pull out the thorns and put some aloe on them so they can heal, soothe the situation, you know, natural remedies. I also think of like, there's like the peace pipe here, like sitting down with somebody and having dinner with them and talking it out. Being eye to eye, turning off your phone, and being even with somebody to figure something out. Maybe there was somebody who you felt like was a thorn in your side, or still is a thorn in your side or your arm or your ass or something, because you haven't dealt with it. Maybe you're ignoring it, maybe they're ignoring it, maybe it's time to not ignore it. Peace is offered. You have to start with peace here, and forgiveness inside you, and love inside you, and that's all you can do. And then maybe just offer that out and see where it goes. Make magic this week. Live your fortune. It's on your side. Ride your wheel. Have an adventure. I love you guys. Sagittarius, I'll see you soon.